Today's MMA Company fight preview is with Ian Allston. He is going to be making his professional MMA debut at CFFC 109. That's going to be against David Kuklia. Ian, thanks for joining me today. It looks like you just got done practicing. How are you feeling going into this fight about 2 weeks from now?
To be honest with you, John, I'm in like the best shape of my life right now. The past year or two, I've really, dialed in on the nutrition and conditioning aspect of things, and now it's the training was already there. We have the best team in the area. I think we've proven that time and time again on both the world stage and the regional scene. And now, my everything else, every other aspect of the game has started to catch up. And I feel great, man. Honestly, all that is to say, like I feel awesome going into the pro ranks.
And I do have to comment on just your transformation as a human being, because the first time that I ever interviewed you, you were like, oh, I'm not too worried about my weight, and like I'm a heavyweight, and I'm just going to go out there and I feel comfortable doing it. And now you look like a shredded, big, muscular, fast, like you're a completely different person. Is that something that you just rededicated yourself to the sport, to the nutrition, to the strength and conditioning?
Honestly, John, to keep it brief and without oversharing, I had like a really when I spoke to you and was coming off of that fight with Pat Brady years ago when we first connected. I was having kind of a rough year or so. A lot of personal stuff happened, and I thought that I was all right with being at that weight. It was just honestly, I was just a little sad. You know what I mean? And you know what happens when you get a little sad is you put on the weight. You don't care about what you look like. You don't care about how you feel. And the truth is, before I started fighting MMA and when I was kickboxing, I was this weight. I was 230. I was 220. I fought at 195. You know what I mean? I'm 6'2" and some change, edging towards 6'3". I have an athletic build. You know what I mean? And it took some real changes in my personal life, as well as like, I had to examine my priorities a little bit and realize what was important, especially after my loss on May 22nd, 2020. I had to really re-examine my whole approach to fighting. And I think that's where it came from. And, I'm trying to channel a little bit of Conan the Barbarian, you know what I'm saying? What is best in life? To hear the lamentations of their women, that sort of
thing. No, and you being, this, I don't want to say new and improved, because you've always been improving. You're always kind of, striving to be a better martial artist. But the skill set that you bring to this division, right? I don't think it's something that a lot of people have seen, especially in terms of your speed. Can you speak a little bit to that and just, how you feel that plays into your matchup?
Well, you see, the thing is, like, I would say I can confidently say I have some of the fastest hands at, the heavyweight division. But I honestly, examining that, I think I have the fastest hands above 200 pounds. You know what I mean? Like, you see a lot of 205 is in a packed division on the regional scene. You know what I mean? There's not a lot of like really good 205ers. And like as I sort of step into the professional stage, I'm kind of like looking at what I need to do to maybe make the jump to other weight classes, and maybe, you know what I mean, like do what I need to do to get to the world stage, which sometimes is broadening my horizons in that regard. So if I want to hang with 205ers, not only do I need to be fast, I need to be faster than 205ers. Not only do I need to be strong, I need to be stronger than heavyweights with the heavyweights I'm rolling with. Not only do I need to have a great gas tank, but I need to have the best gas tank above 200 pounds. You know what I mean? And my main, I said in a post that I put on Instagram recently and social media, but I can confidently say that I believe that I'm the most exciting fighter above 200 pounds, at least on the East Coast. You know what I mean? I really think that I have the potential to put on the best fights in the area, and to re-examine, what we talked about just a few seconds ago. I think my confidence is more important than my speed now. I think the main thing that I've really helped to transform is like believing in myself. And before I knew I was a fighter and I knew I was good, but now I know I am not just a good fighter, but a great fighter. And, I know what I bring to the table, as far as not only that, but as a commodity
Mhm.
in this business. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I gotta say, just like sitting here talking to you, you are exuding confidence that you didn't when we spoke before. And it's not that you didn't come off as someone who was confident in yourself, but you were more of like giving a lot of props to all the other fighters and saying like everybody else is really good, where now it seems like you have internalized that and you have realized that you're kind of if I want to be as good as I think I am, I have to say it over and over again. I have to really believe in it. It seems like at this point in your career that is something that you 100% believe without a doubt.
Absolutely. You know what I mean? Like, I owe a lot to my partner. Uh, won't go too much into my personal life, but she,
Sure.
she really helped me. She really helped me to realize that I have to visualize and materialize the things that I want. You know what I mean? So, and you'll find that with a lot of high level fighters. You know what I mean? I think Conor McGregor is the most famous who's ever talked about visualization going into the cage. But anybody on the world stage says that they enter that UFC octagon and they visualize what their victory is going to look like. They visualize their walkout. And I've been doing a lot of that. I've been doing a lot of like meditation, a lot of visualizing the things that I really want out of the fight game and how I need to get them, and I've been making them happen. You know what I mean? And that's thanks not just that's thanks to the people around me, but that's also thanks to me. You know what I mean? Is the bottom line. Like I need to realize that this stuff is happening because I am capable of performing those
Mhm. And when it comes down
things.
to it, you're the one putting in the work, right? You're the one that's at all the trainings and you're the one
Yeah,
that's hitting the pads, lifting the weights, doing the sprints, whatever that's doing. So, it is on your shoulders to be the best that you can be.
yeah. And I mean, I was just talking about this the other day with Justin Haskell. He said to me, and I that's a guy I do owe a lot to, and I'll never take that away from him. But he said to me, at the end of the day, this is a selfish sport, and
Mhm.
you're the guy who gets locked in the cage. We're there with you, but at the end of the day, that cage door locks. That dude's coming to take your head off. It's you. So I can't fall back on, oh, my team is great, all the other fighters are great, when I need to be great to get the heck out of this cage alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you see a lot of, especially amateur fighters, they fall into that trap of, oh, I come out of a great gym, so it's kind of just gonna happen once I get in the cage, right? Like it happens for my teammates, so it's just gonna happen for me. And flipping that switch of like, it is a very team oriented sport in the training gym, but then it's all you once you set foot in the cage.
Absolutely. And you need clarity of mind and purpose. You really do. Like if you don't have that, then you may as well have just tapped as soon as you stepped in as soon as that bell rang. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, and you spoke about visualization. I just want to know, what you're visualizing without giving away any game plan or anything, you coming out with an opening sequence, anything like that. What's your visualization like for this fight? How do you see this fight going?
Quick, dirty, and spectacular, man. I think is the. I think that'll be the main thing. We have some new toys to play with. You know what I mean? I come from a, maybe I shouldn't even say that. But my background will play into this fight quite a bit, I
Okay.
think. And if you've followed me for a long time, you know what my background is. You know what my specialties are, and you know what becomes available as you get to the pro level. And I have been drooling over what I'm able to throw now that I am a professional.
Awesome. And this is a fight I've been looking forward to for a long time. You making your pro debut, so I'm really excited for you.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that.
Get out there and kick some ass, and we'll see you on the other side.
That's the plan, John. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.